Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is KJ. I'm an interior designer based out of Mumbai. And in today's episode, I'm going to be taking you through the entire process of what really goes about when a client approaches us for our online 2D furniture layout service. So let's dive into the experience of a client from Bangalore who recently tried our online furniture layout service. So our client is eagerly awaiting the possession of his new apartment in Bangalore, which is currently under construction. And he has purchased a spacious 3 BHK that occupies the entire floor of a 4-story building. And his apartment is on the 3rd floor. And the catch is that when this client approached us, the builder had almost completed the slab and the internal and external wall partitions up to the 2nd floor. So before the developer moved on to constructing the client's floor slab and erecting the internal walls and partitions, the client wanted to get more clarity with a furniture layout that best optimizes the space, and hence he hired us to flesh out the bare floor plan which was already provided by the builder. So in order to avoid the hassle of figuring out how to best use the space after the client receives possession and then later demolishing what was already created, the plan was that after we have a solid layout in place, the client would then further discuss our suggestions with the builder, who would then accommodate any modifications in the floor plan during the construction phase itself, thereby saving our client a significant amount of money and time. This is the original plan provided by the builder. Now, as you can see, the builder had already demarcated different zones and rooms. Needless to say, while keeping the locations of the columns, the toilet and bath zones, and the windows of the external facade unchanged, the builder did offer our client the flexibility to make changes to the internal wall partitions if needed, which he can then incorporate in the construction phase itself. As usual, we began by understanding the client's requirements, and let me show you how we optimize the layout for this apartment. Our client was keen on making the balcony broader, encroaching into the living room, and we suggested building up the wall on the left, enclosing the living area to create a perfect squarish zone for the living room layout. Now, this change of course affected the walk-in closet area of the master toilet, thereby increasing its size. Now, regarding the master bedroom, we arranged the furniture to align with his vastu requirements of having the study face the north or the east. As for the other bedroom, this layout worked best for our client. The 3rd bedroom needed to be more multifunctional, serving as a lounge space that could be used as a TV room or a home office. In the common toilet, we realized that this offset was unnecessarily wasting some floor space, so we suggested increasing the toilet size, which would allow our client to have a wider counter space in the washroom. We retained the original position of the puja room as it was already Vastu compliant and the right size for our client. We focused a lot of our energy on the kitchen and the utility area as they needed to be super functional and comfortable, and this is the area where I believe the client benefited the most from our service, which I will take you through in a bit. We receive inquiries where people specifically need help with the floor plan, and that's why we recently launched this 2D furniture layout service. It's just the thing for those of you who are moving into a new apartment and scratching your head over furniture arrangement. So it could be a rental apartment or a permanent address. You might have existing furniture that you would like to reuse, or you might simply have to buy everything from scratch. However, you do not want to have endless conversations trying to imagine if a particular piece of furniture will fit here or there. What you need is a concrete plan that clearly specifies the furniture dimensions and the clearances, without the hassle of repeatedly measuring to see if things will fit in a particular corner. Maybe you're someone who does not need the entire end-to-end design service. Perhaps you're well versed in renovating your home. You have a good knowledge of materials. You can manage contractors and timelines. But all you need is a furniture layout to get started. And if that's you, then stay tuned till the end of the video to see how our furniture layout service can benefit you. Coming back to the kitchen and the dining area. Now, contrary to the original suggestion of placing the dining table in the middle of the kitchen entrance area, we thought it would be better to move it to this corner, freeing up some floor space in the entry and exit zones of the kitchen. We noticed a lot of unutilized wasted floor space in this zone. Initially, our client mentioned that he would like a space to store UPS battery units somewhere in the house and was considering using a part of the storage in the entrance area. He also mentioned that the kitchen and the utility area was supposedly smaller than what his family is currently used to. So instead of wasting precious floor space, we suggested removing these walls and shifting the wash basin closer to the dining area. We also proposed incorporating an additional room here to house the UPS batteries plus some other items which might spill out from the kitchen area. According to the original plan, there was a sink and a hob on one side of the kitchen and a separate utility space for the washer, dryer, and an additional sink outside. And we immediately noticed that there was no dedicated spot for the fridge. And none of the walls could accommodate a large double-door fridge, not even in this corner, as it would block the kitchen window, which is a no-go. So we decided to knock off this partition to merge the utility area into the kitchen and create a layout that fully equipped it for a super functional kitchen. Now remember that extra room we created? We thought it could become a laundry room with the washer and the dryer stacked in the space with storage units adjacent to it for the UPS batteries. The cherry on the cake was that with the increase in the kitchen size, we could incorporate a multifunctional kitchen island, and this island would enable them to use it as a breakfast counter, a prep table, and even house extra storage cabinets underneath it. It's amazing to see how something as simple as a furniture layout can bring so much clarity throughout the renovation journey. By the way, I've already created a video where I highlight how interior designers can assist you during the planning phase. So make sure to check it out to get a deeper understanding of how having a solid layout can truly benefit you in your renovation project. As you can see, comparing what our client would have had before versus what we achieved, there's a noticeable flow in the zones. The spaces are optimally filled, minimizing empty and unused areas. By hiring us for this exercise, our client was able to identify walls that did not need to be built and new walls that had to be added in the layout, all during the construction phase. So this means that the client need not wait till he receives the possession of the house and then figure out how to best use the space and later demolish what is already created to accommodate these modifications. And this approach saved a significant amount of time and money for him. And now that he has a furniture layout in place, he can further discuss the electrical drawings with the builder, which addresses the switchboard and the socket locations in advance, creating another win-win situation for him. After finalizing the layout that works best, we specified the dimensions and clearances, and this way our client has a clear understanding of the space, knowing the maximum sizes of individual furniture pieces, whether they are custom made or ready-made, and this document will also serve as a guide on how to arrange the furniture effectively. We hope you enjoyed our process of delivering a furniture layout service to our client from Bangalore. And if you're interested in this virtual service, then please don't hesitate to reach out to us and book it. You can contact us via phone, our Instagram handle, or through email. And this service is available for spaces of all sizes. And in fact, we recently delivered the same service to someone who was considering buying a slightly compact flat and wanted to ensure that it meets all his requirements before making the purchase. That's about it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and thank you for watching.